Y'all both mean. I seen the little episode.
Who mean? God, I've been mean. I've been nice to you since I met you. Don't do that.
You have. You've been real sweet. I like
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, exactly.
The biggest. Say they big.
By its pot.
She gonna be independent of them goddamn popping on the knee.
Saying they lit, but we much litter.
Out here, y'all get these BBLs and y'all do all this, and y'all don't even have a car. You just
Shoot trigger.
Lee, you always jumping up,
Saying
son.
they big, but we much bigger. The same they lit, but we much litter. Yeah, but you trigger.
Got 5 people on her OnlyFans talking about she we goddamn 90,000.
That ugly money.
What up? Welcome to yet another episode of the Ugly Money Podcast. Trigger alert, I am your host, Ugly Money Nietzsche. This episode being brought to you by Goliath Phallus Elixir, the #1 all-natural male enhancement. All you gotta do is rub it on and you're gonna go twice as hard for twice as long. Go to GoliathXXL.com to get yours today. Go from Gummy Bear to Grizzly Bear. Go from Teddy Bear to Big Bear. Go from zero to hero with Goliath XXL Phallus Elixir. Now, y'all know what I need y'all to do before we get this show started, and I got an amazing show. It is a Florida takeover. I need y'all to hit that like button and drop them cities and locations.
Drop cities and locations. Drop all cities and locations. I'm about to put you in rotation right quick. Hit my like button. It's free. Will not charge you a Navy Fed or PNC. We appreciate everybody right now. Let me see who's in the chat. I'm shouting y'all out off the rip. Okay, off the rip, I see Ottawa, Canada. We going international.
Let's go.
I see 804 in the building. What's good with
2 up, 2 down, VA. What we doing?
Yeah, another Richmond, Virginia in the building. Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, VA in the building today.
In the building.
Hey, what's up to the crib?
Hey, my boy Mike is in here. Tallahassee, Tallahassee in the building.
I be home for all the Norfolk State football games. We coming. Mike Vick about to shock the world.
All right, I see Albany, Georgia on the check-in. Salute to them.
229.
Yeah, I see DC in the building. What's good with it, DC?
Well, let's go to the go-go, DC.
Hey, Brooklyn, New York is checking in. What's up, son?
What up, son? Word the mother be is bananas.
You feel me? We got CT, Connecticut in the building.
Shouts out to Connecticut. You got family out there, right?
Yeah, you know, shout out to my whole Connecticut family.
Yeah.
I'm due for a trip to Connecticut.
Okay, Houston in the building. Henderson, North Carolina's in the building.
Yes, Detroit is in the building. What up, though?
773. What's 773? Is that Chicago?
Chicago.
Chicago, Chi-Town, what's happening? North Charleston, not South Charleston.
North Charleston.
North Charleston.
Okay, the NO is in the building. New Orleans is in the building.
Baby.
What's happening with it? Beaufort, South Carolina is in the building.
Active.
You know what I'm talking about? And Jamaica is in the building. Drop a bomb for our international
Yeah,
game.
man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Detroit's in the building. What up, dude?
Boy, Philadelphia, I see y'all.
Philly. Hey, what I need y'all to do is go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and mash it. If you're on TikTok, send me a gift, any gift but the glizzy. Do not send the glizzy to me. I am not eating glizzies on TikTok in front of people. Facebook, give me a like, a share. Instagram, give me a heart. YouTube, give me a like. It's free of charge. Go ahead and do it. And remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. If you got a topic of discussion, if you got a comment and you want to say it with your chest, go ahead and send it with a super chat. It also helps us keep the lights on. So remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. So maybe you want to shoot your shot at one of these ladies. Maybe you want to spit your game. Or maybe you got a topic of discussion. Send it with a super chat and we will get right to it. Biz, a lot of things going on in the world.
R.I.P. to Scooter. We're going to start it off right there. R.I.P. to Scooter.
Long live Scooter.
Yeah, long live Street, man. Unfortunate incident this week. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta legend in the city lost his life.
Long live Lotto Savage, too, bro.
Yeah, Lotto Savage.
Man, it's crazy
right before
weekend.
that. It's been a nasty weekend, man. Yeah, and the Scooter situation is kind of touchy. Today.
Well, we got a topic for that, so let's talk about. We got we got a topic.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
But it's a lot of things going on in the world. They say they're trying to revoke Thug's probation.
Yeah, I just seen that. It's unfortunate. I don't know if it's because he said Scooter got shot. I don't know if that means that's worthy of revoking his probation, but I don't know. I guess it is. So they did ask that. We are waiting to see now what the outcome will be.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how his music sounds when he supposedly can't. He has all these restrictions on what he's supposed to say. Like, if you can't say slat, you can't talk about gangs, you can't talk about violence. Like, what is he going to talk about?
I mean, he just dropped something with Baby and Future, and I don't know, it sounded like regular Thug to me.
It sounds like some rich nigga rap.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll do rich nigga rap. Nothing wrong with rich nigga rap.
It's too early.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too early.
I mean, but do you think that it's going to like affect the way he sounds or whatever when he puts out a project?
Nah. Thug is a creative person. He done made all type of records, pop records, rock records. He's got a catalog of music. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. He came out with Baby. They dropped a new record out right now. So I don't know. I think they're gonna be all right.
I think law enforcement is playing, or the court system is playing a dangerous game. They already look foolish as hell by having that man locked up for 2 or 3 years. When you know you really couldn't prove nothing. The whole darn court case was a whole dog and pony show. It was ridiculous.
It was definitely
embarrassing.
a Netflix special.
Right. It was embarrassing. And now you're sitting there threatening the man again. Like, how many times do they have to disrespect and disturb a man's peace before somebody lose their job?
You know what? It's gonna come to a head right now because if what they're upset over is the young scooter incident that he spoke on, that's in the gray area right now. So the young lady who, you know what I mean, and this, that, and the third. So I don't see why he would get violated for that, but it is, I guess it is what it is right now.
And we got our first $20 super chat. We're going to wait on that because that's the first topic of discussion from my brother James Hunt. Okay. We're about to go around the room and give everybody a chance and opportunity to introduce themselves. Now, ladies, when you get your chance and opportunity to introduce yourself, don't be shy and demure. You better pop it and let these folk know who you are, what you got going on, and all that good stuff. We're going to start with this little superstar over here right now. Can you talk to him, baby?
Hey, y'all. It's Kiki in the building. Big Miami shit. Big DP shit. And, we in Atlanta popping our shit. You already know how I'm coming. We big rapping, big candy trees, big hair, all that. So, yeah.
Ugly morning.
She be rapping for real rapping.
Ugly morning.
I might, you know what I'm saying, if she's so generous, she might spit something for us a little later. Where can they follow you at, Key? Where can they follow you at?
They can follow me on Instagram on every platform. You can follow me at Keykinya, KeyKinya, period.
Ugly morning.
305 is in the building. Go ahead, sis. What's happening? She looking so cool, calm, and collected over there. Go ahead and introduce yourself, baby.
What it do is the biggest, Big Key, BIGKEY, DPE, at in front of that. And y'all already know we popping it. I am the CEO of DPE, the label. That's DPE_ the label. Y'all check me out. We got one of my hottest superstars right here, Keykinya. And we finna turn y'all up tonight. What's up?
Miss Kiki's in the building. Biz, tell them about the Gunline Boss.
It's your boy BizzJustChill, co-host of Trigger Alert, co-host of I Know You Ain't Say That, host of the biggest stream ever. You can find me on all platforms at BizzJustChill, BIZZ Just Chill. Salute to all my people in the chat right now. We appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all.
James Hunt, $2 super chat. He said RIP to Doc Holliday, a.k.a. Val Kilmer. Yeah, we lost Val Kilmer, too.
Yeah. RIP to that man. Condolences to his family.
Let's go down the line. Go ahead, Queen. Introduce yourself.
Y'all already know what the fuck going on. It's your girl, Summer the Gemini, a.k.a. Slay Every Season. I'm a hairstylist, about to tap in and doing makeup. Y'all book with me. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Summer the Gemini or Slay Every Season. Book y'all motherfucking appointments, bitch.
Yeah. And she said it with her chest, and I like it. Miss Summer. So we got Kiki, and Summer. On down the line right there. Go ahead, Queen. Introduce yourself.
Greetings. I'm sweet. I'm a little under the weather, so I won't say too much. But y'all can follow me on Instagram at sour_amaretto. 305 born, Tallahassee raised.
So we call you sour on here? What is it called? We want to call you sweet. Her page is sour. Okay, sweet and sour. So we got Sweet, Summer, Kiki, and Key. And is you gonna introduce yourself, Miss Spawn, or you got a crazy baby daddy?
Hey y'all, I'm from Miami. I am the CEO of Candy Treats Miami. We got the best candy treats in Miami. Y'all can follow us on Instagram at Candy Treats Miami.
So what is a candy treat?
Right.
So we have candy fruits, like candy apples and stuff like that.
Ooh, like the cracked grapes with the
Yes, with the little.
Candy grapes. I got candy grapes.
Yeah, that's the only kind of fruit I like. I'm allergic to any fruit without candy on it.
Okay, respectful.
I need some candy treats. It's a part of my diet.
Yeah.
I break out in hives when I eat an apple without some candy on it.
Hey, you gotta relax.
All right, ladies, let's go ahead and get ready for Trigger Alert! Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. We are about to go in. It's a $20 super chat from James Hutt. And it says, ladies, the first topic of discussion, it says, this story about Aunt Edwards is ridiculous, but we must talk about it. If I paid you $100,000 to get an abortion and you don't do it, should you be able to get child support? Put $1 in the soda machine, but I don't want the soda. So, ladies, James Hunt asks, if a man was to give you $100,000 not to keep the baby, and you kept the baby, should he be obligated to pay child support? And we'll start with Miss Sweet.
Yeah, that's not that baby fault. He a duck. You pay somebody $100,000 and you didn't make sure she got the abortion. Whatever come with it. You still got a baby to support.
So you would suggest that the man put her in a white van and tie her up and make her go get an abortion?
I would suggest anybody protect their investment. That's a lot of money to not have proof of what you paid for, and that's with anything in business.
So how would a man make a woman have an abortion?
Well, if he gave her $100,000 and she accepts it, it sounds like they already had the agreement. She didn't let her keep up the end of the deal. So the same way he would show up for prenatal appointments,
right,
he can go with her to the abortion clinic.
So if you were to book if you were to buy $100,000 car from me, right, and I'm supposed to ship it, and I said, fuck you, is it your fault that I didn't send the car, or is it my fault?
Did you have your paperwork in order to get your car?
You sent me the money.
I feel like
that's incomparable.
Yeah, you shouldn't compare a baby to a material thing.
Well, we're talking about being paid for something, and this is paying for something.
But it's not like she was offering a service. At the end of the day,
She was offering, the service was to not have the baby. That's a service, right? That's the act of doing something, right?
I just feel like God gave everybody free will. I'm exercising to the best of my ability.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck 'em. That's what Vanessa 2 times said. At the end of the day, I paid you to do something. You didn't do it. That's like being a janky-ass promoter. Kenny, can you imagine if I tell you that I'm about to pay you $100,000 for a show, right? Then you get to the venue, and I be like, fuck it. You gonna shoot that bitch up, right? Okay. Now this young lady over there says that I ain't give you the $100,000. I ain't doing the show, and it's no problem. But see, if we did that to y'all, y'all would have goddamn panties in the bunch. Back to the apartments with that bullshit.
That ugly money. That ugly money.
Thank you, Miss Sweet, for that great. You say things so sweet. I love it.
That ugly money.
It's very peaceful when you speak. Kiki, same question. If a man was to pay, if Anthony Edwards pays this young lady $100,000 to get an abortion, she take the money. Should he be obligated to pay child support?
Of course he should be obligated to pay child support. And we really are asking the wrong questions, for real.
Ask the right question.
What's the
At
question?
the end of the day, you round here clout chasing coochie, you stuck your dick in it, it got pregnant. So, yeah.
So
that come
Anthony
with the
Edwards
chase.
was clout chasing her?
Yeah, because he
Or
didn't
she
like
was-
her. Clearly he don't like her. So clearly he is smashing her for a particular reason, and we know how.
I think
And he found out he ain't like her.
I think Anthony Edwards is the star. I think she's just
Exactly. And you still sticking your shit in bitches who you can't stand to the point that you finna pay 18 years to get the fuck away from a child.
I know plenty of niggas that hate their baby mama. They still fuck them.
Listen, that's the chance you take. Protect your investment.
Shots
Like she
fired.
said.
I'm saying.
Protect your investment. You $1 million nigga. You $1 million nigga. Why you taking chances with the bitches you hate?
So what kind of woman does $1 million nigga supposed to have sex with then? If not a
You could have sex and protect your investment, like we previously stated. He didn't protect his investment.
When you say protect.
You know how science works.
she said science. I'm not triggered.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely think there is a certain level of accountability on both sides, right?
That's how I feel.
For sure.
Especially if you hate a bitch that bad that you willing to pay. Like, he hate the bitch. This ain't a bitch you just fucking. This a bitch you don't want to even be associated with.
I'm just saying, for the people in the back, sometimes that I hate you sex be amazing. Come on now. Come on now.
And now he got to pay child support for 18 years.
Well, actually, it was just said that he paid all of the child support up front. One cause, he said he didn't want any visitation rights.
Shit.
He didn't want anything. He paid the whole child support up front. He said, get the fuck
He paid 1.7 million, $5,000 a month for the next 18 years.
That's crazy work.
One payment because he said he don't want to deal with the situation.
Right.
I feel like both of them are getting exactly what they wanted. She wanted an NBA nigga that she could get the money from. He got one and he realized, damn, it is what it is. Instead of getting a house for her, a car for her, housing her and doing all, let me just pay this bitch right now. And it is what it is. So
she wanted,
I think both of them got what he don't want to be fucked up with it. She want to get a check. Everybody seems like they won.
The only person suffering really is the baby.
Amen. Free game alert. And that's the crazy part about it. Like, the only person that's really hurt is the child. Because at the end of the day, the child is gonna grow up and he's gonna be able to see, she's gonna be able to see this back and forth with her mom and everything like that and the dad, and know that her father didn't want anything to do with her. And that's gonna be a certain mental trauma that's just gonna be bad. But as I go back to Sweet, as a woman, why would you want to bring a child in the world that's not wanted?
Clout chasing.
As I was saying, God gave me free will.
Right.
So if I decide on Monday.
So you decide to put your child through traumatic
what you said if you decide Monday what? Go ahead.
Age is the only constant in life. If I wake up Monday and I don't want to have the baby on Tuesday, that's my prerogative.
I'm motherfucking triggered. This ain't no motherfucking outfit. You can't decide tomorrow you don't like it. This ain't a hairstyle, and you call your hairstylist and say, I don't like the fucking bob. This is a whole child. You don't get to change your mind tomorrow about some shit you did, and I mean that very fucking disrespectfully right now. What you got going on? You can't just change your mind like that tomorrow.
She did, and
that's
she
a child.
A couple meals. She definitely did. That's the point y'all missed.
I am a girl's girl, and I'm always on the women's side. But as women, we do gotta stop normalizing just being okay with consequences. Like, at the end of the day, you can't just be. You got to understand from both perspectives. You bringing a child into this world knowing that the father don't want nothing to do with it, and then you mad at the consequences after. And it's like, how are you even okay without a two-parent household? Yes, sometimes it happens. Things happen. People break up.
But to do it off the rip is crazy.
The rip is crazy to me. Like, and I mean, yeah, of course, you want to, keep your child and not have a father in the life, but you gotta suffer that. Your jit gotta grow up without knowing that her dad didn't want nothing to do with her, and you knew that from before the baby was even born.
Popped it.
I totally agree.
I think sometimes women gotta be held accountable, and I'm gonna even hold her more accountable just a little bit because she's damn near fucking 40, and I'm not age shaming her. I'm just being honest. This is a grown ass woman.
That's that good old season
listen,
cat.
man, that's that cougar pussy. But at the same time, though, I hold her a little bit more accountable just because if the man was 38, 38, 40 years old, and the young lady was 23, 24,
I'll be dragging
everybody would say, well, he's taking advantage of her and he's XYZ.
Right.
So I'm looking at it the same way because she's grown, everybody's grown. She worked her move, and it's fucked up that she used a child to work the move. You feel me?
And then at the same time, it's like you already got a child, and y'all don't have a two-parent household. You've already dealing with this with one child, so to turn around and do it again, it's just like baffling.
Yeah, I don't understand how. I can only imagine the mental anguish that women go through with something like an abortion. I'm not being unempathetic with that. Yeah. But to bring a child into the world knowing that the other party does not want anything to do with it, and you insist and you try to force him to be a father and force him to show up to the goddamn Lamaze classes, and I just think that's delusional at some point. Like, the man told your ass no. And imagine if a man wanted to have sex with you, ma'am, and you told him no, and he tried to diddy you. That's crazy work. And I think sometimes that women financially diddy niggas to do what they want them to do. The man told your ass he want to take his ball and go home. You over there still on the court talking about come on and shoot with me. No.
I I mean, at the end of the day, of course, if I was in the position, a nigga don't gotta tell me to have an abortion more than once. Bitch, you don't even might even have to tell me. I might just do it. But a nigga don't have the choice of telling a woman when or when not to keep a baby. It ain't your. At the end of the day,
It's her body, her choice.
Think twice before you fuck.
Okay.
But let's put it like this. For me, I look at it and be like, if she to me, it just looked premeditated because it's like I don't think that she
You're
can't.
a basketball player though. You should be more aware.
No, I'm speaking
He's
from
22
her track.
though.
Yeah, we're doing the same age thing. She's almost 40, 39. He's 22. It's a big. I feel like she didn't care about any of that. I feel like once she got pregnant, he said, well, hey, I'm not taking care of it. It's like, well, bitch, I'm pregnant. So now it's like, it don't matter what you thinking.
Have sex and it's one thing to nut in a bitch.
True indeed, but if I'm 40, Biz, if I'm 40 years old, Biz, if I'm 40 years old, and heaven forbid I'm talking to a girl that's 22,
okay,
I already know that she is not mentally prepared for the type of relationship and the type of lifestyle that I'm trying to live.
So
at
she a
40 years
predator
old.
is what you saying. You say she's seeking this young man, because that's what we will say.
For sure.
She's a predator.
For sure.
Because, hold on, I'm trigger drop a bomb. Y'all women be predators too. I'm noticing all these cougars are ending up with these 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, and it's not looked at as they're preying on these men. But if a man did the same exact thing, he would be called a predator.
I'm doing the Diddy dance, bitch.
Very respectfully though.
Take that.
It's a little bit telling of her character because it's like, okay, what type of person you gotta be for a man don't want nothing to do with you or your baby for 8 years?
The bitch gotta be fucked up.
Yeah, hey,
gotta be fucked up.
But that be all of them.
You know what it is? I think he realized in whatever last conversation they had, he realized like, damn, she got me, fam. Like she's gonna keep.
Ain't nobody get nobody.
Yeah, say that
They
again.
got each other. Ain't nobody get nobody.
Yeah.
He went in it with false intentions. She went in it with false intentions.
But
That's
he agreed. Listen, if I pull up to your house, Kiki, respect in delusional land. Hypothetically speaking, I pull up to your house, right? I say, shoot, I'm trying to see what Kiki doing. Kiki say, I'm trying to see what you're doing, Nietzsche. We consented to sex that night. I didn't consent to have a family with your ass.
Yes, you consented to have a family when you bust a nut. Like, what are y'all not talking about?
Like,
why y'all keep trying to exclude the science that God put?
Wait a minute. Isn't the whole hold on? Isn't the whole purpose? Isn't the whole purpose of sex is to have a climax?
No, the whole purpose of sex is to procreate.
Yes.
And this is why.
Wait a minute.
So every time you get some dick, you try to make a baby?
No, you're not procreating I'm trying to bomb again. Let me tell you something. Some Friday nights and some Saturday nights, some of these young men and young women want to go goddamn fuck. They don't want to have families. They don't want to have kids together. They are hanging out and want to have a good fucking time. They should be responsible, but they are not signing up for a motherfucking family every single time they have sex. Respectfully.
You should start being a little bit more careful about y'all nut. Y'all being too
I agree with that.
careless, and then
Hold on,
don't
My name Biz. My name ain't
What I'm trying to say is, y'all over here, sex was never meant to be a pleasure thing. If you look in the Bible and all this shit like that, it is used to reproduce. Y'all ass taking it wrong with it and trying to fuck to have fun. Y'all supposed to do that when y'all married with y'all wife, not with these sluts on the street. So if y'all was a little bit more careful.
Well, tell that shit to the OnlyFans bitches who monetize sex and put their pussy on live and then give them $1,000. Tell it to them. Why these girls keep on advertising their pussy if the goddamn sex is only supposed to be for procreation? Why is there millionaire bitches that's popping ass and sending feet pics and goddamn doing weird shit with chocolate if that's what it's supposed to be? Oh, it's cool when you do it. It's problem when I do it. Baby, I just came for what you advertised. You had half your left cheek out. I was trying to see what the right one did.
That ugly money.
Two wrongs don't make no right. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
I just feel like personally, when you in a good position in your life, him being a basketball player, very wealthy, knowing that it's a lot of women after him, you gotta start tapping into these people that you having sex with. These bitches be broken. These bitches don't know. Bitches be falling in love. Bitch, I fall in love in 3 days. You fuck around, tell me the right thing. Bitch, I wanna have a family. So at the end of the day, you gotta not.
Somebody asked what the right thing to say.
The right thing to say. You might say, damn, I ain't gonna lie, like, I love you. Niggas fuck around and tell you I love you.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, I love you.
Like, yeah.
Like that.
Baby.
I'm just checking. I'm just trying. Go ahead, Key. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You gotta know. We don't know what the build-up was. We don't know how many lies was told before the nut was busted. We don't know what a nigga could put in a bitch head. So at the end of the day, you gotta understand who the type of people that you having sex with, because women be really broken inside. Like,
I just get the feeling that it wasn't much that needed to be said to get her to open her legs.
why do you have that feeling?
Because
Exactly.
she already has a baby with Lil Baby. Right? And hold on.
And he was way younger, and she preyed on that young man too. She was 8 years older than Lil Baby right now, because Lil Baby ain't damn near barely 30, and she's gonna be in her motherfucking 40s. So I'm starting to see a motherfucking pattern of some bullshit going on right now, but don't nobody want to say it because it's a female doing it and it's not a man doing it, and I mean that respectfully.
Yeah, 'cause last time I checked,
I mean that respectfully though.
Whatever y'all got going on, y'all just trying to make, I don't know, whatever the fuck y'all got going on. Y'all keep muting our mics and shit, because y'all keep trying to push this narrative.
Welcome
like,
to the show. Welcome to the show.
Both parties wrong. Hey, both
I agree with you.
ass wrong.
I agree with you.
Only person suffering is the baby. She got what she wanted was the money. He got what he wanted was the pussy. Well, now he got to pay $1 fucking billion for the pussy. It just is what it is, and the baby got to suffer. But all that extra shit is
what's
what
the
it
name of
is.
that Birdman song that they had, $1 million? Yeah, that's a new definition of that.
Yeah, so hey,
Imagine paying $1 million.
pray for the baby.
I don't think I want to be that rich. I don't want to be that rich no more.
It's looking like
I gotta
y'all
tell a hoe I work at Walmart.
accountability.
I got $100 pussy.
Accountability on both sides.
Yeah,
Oh,
both
for sure.
sides.
I agree.
That nigga need to go in too, cause he a goofy.
And to me, I feel like
He
from
goofy as fuck.
her past behavior, I'm going off of it looks like a pattern to me.
Yeah.
Now, so
and then
for both of them, they
how
wrong. They
he
both
like,
wrong.
Y'all said she was what's her name, however old he is. His 22-year-old ass ain't never thought he was gonna be with her 40-year-old ass. So it's just like,
He just fucked. But this woman is goddamn coercing these men to have sex
That
with her.
was that coercing.
T.I. word. Thank you.
All right, T.I.
Yeah, I just got
narratives being painted. Nah, it's
Right.
narrative.
But
Y'all trying to paint this weak ass narrative.
let's hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this weak ass narrative, Miss Summer. I want to expound on that. Okay, if you don't mind, can you tell me how old you are? You look young.
I look what?
You look young. You look.
Oh, I thought you said great.
No, you look young. You do. You look great, but you look young. Are you in your 20s?
Yes.
Okay, I'm in my 40s, right? So I'm roughly 15 to 20 years older than you.
For real?
I'm 42, baby. I don't look like what I do.
And then y'all trying to say, okay, I think I know where you finna go. He's 22 years old. His
Right.
mind not developed. Bitch,
Hey,
parents
okay, so
Where's his mama and his daddy?
so check me out. Check me out
So
now.
now you gotta pay for them 22-year-old ass consequences.
I'm trying to ask you a simple question. All right, me and you meet today, Miss Summer, right? You know, I got a little Bentley on side. I got my shit together. All my things is in order. You know, my bills on auto pay. You feel me? I feel you. We eventually take it to where we take it to. Am I supposed to think or feel that you are on the same wavelength, relationship-wise and life-wise, 20 years your senior?
He's a basketball player, right? He has a lot of money, right?
So
before he laid down in the
I
bed with
asked
that,
about the age, ma'am.
no, you said, is he supposed
Am I supposed to think that you are on the same? I'm ready to get married
to?
next week.
No.
Oh, thank
No.
you. And that's the answer. So that bitch is a predator.
No.
Thank you, Miss Summer, for clarifying that for me. Because if a 40-year-old man with a 20-year-old woman, she ain't expecting to goddamn get married tomorrow. She ain't expecting to build a family with me. She don't want to goddamn rub my feet when I get out the shower and shit like old niggas do. No. So why would this goddamn 40-year-old woman deal with this 22-year-old little kid and think that he wants to build a family with her black ass? No, man.
He lit. If your nut worth $1.8 billion, maybe you should make these hoes sign contracts before you stick your dick in it. Your ass a leak and your ass got caught. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I like her.
Can we talk patterns?
Go ahead. Let's talk patterns, yeah.
Because you brought up Anthony Edwards already. I mean, you brought up her already being Lil Baby's baby mom.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Selena Powell's.
Right.
Why is it these men get money? They see that the women have a history of having babies for bags. I feel like
Right.
the accountability starts before they even get to the bedroom. Yeah, babies for bags.
They want the
She
bitches who
had-
got the baby so bad. Clout
She
dick.
had the baby before he was little baby.
But this new baby, I feel like may have been for
Maybe it was for a bag,
No, when
but
a
we
nigga on
can't
the
keep
up
bringing
and
up
up.
her past because
when a nigga
she was
so
with him
big
before he
on-
was famous. So.
No, wait, how old is the child with little baby been popping for a minute?
Oh my God.
He might have been That's My Dog Little Baby. Was he that My Dog Little Baby? He was street. He still was popping, and Little Baby was almost a millionaire before.
Street nigga, yeah, he was getting money in the streets, but he wasn't little baby.
All I'm saying is this. If I'm 40 and you 20, we ain't gonna be on the same wavelength most of the time. And if you tell your mama that you dating a 40-year-old man and he trying to move you to Atlanta and goddamn have you out here, your mama gonna be like, what the fuck are you thinking?
That used to be the norm, be for real.
My mama should know I'm on the come up at that point.
Drop a bomb. Be on the lookout for women on the come up. She don't really love you, but you a whole lick, nigga, and she can see you from a lick out here to these women that's running game. Respectfully, fam.
Respectfully.
For real, fam.
Fellas,
Because now you gotta come out of pocket $1.8
Fellas,
million.
there's
She can buy
nothing
her a
wrong.
new baby daddy.
There's nothing wrong with freezing your sperm and getting a vasectomy. I'm about to do that. I'm about to do that in like right after my birthday for sure. I'm done, bro. I'm gonna freeze them boys just in
I'm buying me a
case.
new baby daddy.
I'm gonna freeze them boys just in case. But a bitch come to me talking about, Nietzsche, I'm pregnant. Bitch, you a hoe.
I can't hear it come no more right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we got some more super chats. We got to read it. We got to move forward. That was a great topic, ladies. Thank you. Demolition Man, $10. He actually kind of echoes what you said, Miss Sweet. He says, why do famous men with money always go for the same women that other famous men had already? Shout out from the Nasty Nat. And yeah,
I got
that shit weird.
It is, but that's a whole nother conversation. $5 super chat.
Yeah, we got to talk about that $10 one though. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. I put money in the soda machine for a Sprite. You gave me a Dr. Pepper. I told you I don't want it, but you're forcing me to keep it anyway.
Wow.
James, that's what he said. I didn't say that. James said that because you look like, okay.
Nigga, drink the Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about these fellas.
Resell it.
These and me and Biz, we can talk about that before we bring the next subject up. Why are these niggas dating the same chicks?
I don't know. I never played that game. I never seen the young lady that somebody else talked to, and it made me want to talk to her more. I've experienced that where I've started talking to someone, and she come back and tell me and be like, damn, you know the nigga that was standing right next to you? He DM'd me that night, and I was like, okay, you know. So I don't know what it is. I have no explanation for it because I never vibe like that. That's never been my place. So I don't know why I don't know what niggas got going on, but that is something that I don't know. I guess they want something the next man. I don't have no explanation for it.
Stan, play some sad music. Fellas, understand there's over 2 billion women in the world. Find your bitch. You don't gotta find this nigga bitch and this last nigga bitch, and just because he had it doesn't mean that you need to have it. Y'all niggas is chasing after other nigga dicks. You know what I'm saying? And the shit weird. Find your person, find your woman or whatever. Y'all don't all gotta date the same goddamn Instagram model. If she was with him and he dropped her, and then she was with him and he dropped her, what you think about to happen to you? Obviously, there's something going wrong in that BBL that ain't right.
Okay.
And when are you going to take the goddamn time and discernment to say, hey, there's something wrong with that BBL right there. There's something going upstairs that I don't need to be at, and goddamn figure that shit out and go find you a good woman. Stop dating after niggas. Y'all secondhand smoke niggas make my skin crawl. I always want to fuck a bitch that another nigga fuck. You're lucky my dick clean, because a lot of y'all weird ass niggas used to do that shit back in Augusta, and I ain't gonna say no names because I'm getting personal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I ain't gonna say no name. You ever had a partner be around you? It seem like I pop out with Key Kenyon, then next month he go with her. Yeah. I pop out with Kiki. We just chilling on a Tuesday. Next week he live with her. Yeah. Like, yo, tender dick ass nigga. You lucky my dick clean, what? And last I heard you. Never mind, I'll be quiet. All right, let's move forward.
Let's move on.
Let's move forward. All right, we got some more super chat. Yeah, James said $10 super chat. He said if Anthony Edwards was a regular person from Atlanta, she wouldn't have kept that baby. If he had said get an abortion, but he's that guy, and she needed a trophy for her trophy case, which is the baby. Because he had just said that she just had an abortion like two years ago.
Who did? The young lady?
Yeah, she said she had an abortion 2 years ago.
Oh, she can't keep having them. She finna mess up.
She said she felt terrible about it because she had an abortion 2 years ago. She's not.
The nigga didn't have no bread. She felt terrible that she got pregnant from a nigga with no money, and it's fucking up her mind, and she don't know what's going on.
Yeah, she gave me the pussy. That's what happened. I got you, bitch. All right, we gotta move forward. All right, let us know what the next topic is brought to us by, Biz.
The next topic is brought to us by Little Leaf. Little Leaf, natural cut, pre-cut wash leaves, cut above the rest. You can follow them on Instagram at Little Leaf Smoke if you want to follow their program. If you want to get any of the merch, the t-shirts, the trays, you can go to @littleleafsmoke.com and tap in with their game. Little Leaf, an official sponsor of Trigger Alert on the Ugly Money Podcast.
All right. We're about to talk about Young Scooter. I need to get the likes up right now. Long live Scooter. Get the likes up right now. Hit the like button right now, gentlemen. I need 50 more likes right now in the chat. Hit that like. Long live Street. Long live Young Scooter. Hit that like button. Share that like button. We about to go in. All right, ladies. So, as some of y'all may know, we have recently lost rapper Young Scooter. It has just come out that the particular young lady that made the 911 call was arrested for falsely stating something was going on that it wasn't. But before she got arrested, she went live and said that she was being assaulted or some shit like that, right? I guess my question to you guys is she wrong? Is it wrong that they arrested her? Or do the bitch need to burn in hell?
Wait, be a little bit more specific because I'm very confused about this topic.
Okay, there's a young lady that made a 911 call about address that Scooter was at. She said that there was somebody being beaten up out there. A young lady was being abused. They had a child. She said it was shots fired. She just said a whole bunch of different stuff.
She was the girlfriend of his partner.
Until police decided that they would come out there. When they came out there, we not sure what happened, but he ended up losing his life behind that. Should she be held?
Police shot him?
They're saying they didn't shoot him. They're saying he died from jumping over a fence.
The police came in. Scooter ran, and he severed an artery and bled out.
That's what they're saying. Some people are saying that he was shot. So you know what I mean. Basically, what we're asking is
she called the popo over there.
She called the police,
and it was a fake call.
Yeah, it was a fake call. What do you feel? Should she be held accountable for that fake call, or is it just a mistake gone wrong type shit?
Run?
Say it again.
Why did he run?
No, we're asking you about the call, not what happened after the police came and all of that stuff. That's up for speculation. We're asking specifically, should she be held accountable for making that false 911 call?
If it was a false call, she definitely should be held accountable. Not for his death, because she was not there. She did not kill anybody. But that call led to him dying.
Yeah, so if her call led to him dying, isn't she responsible for him being killed?
To a certain extent.
Because he ran.
To a certain extent.
He ran. He jumped over. However he died.
No.
Well, we don't really.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead. So if you call the police on me, not meaning you, meaning somebody that's thinking like you, you call the popo on me. I got some dope on me. I run up the street and jump the fence, and then I end up passing away. You mean that you ain't got no accountability for that happening to me?
She should definitely be held to some accountability because you lying. You called the police, and something tragic came from that. But at the end of the day, she wasn't there. She didn't. Like, we're not gonna give her a murder charge. We're gonna give her a false police.
The bitch need to burn in hell. Long live Young Scooter. And it's the kind of accountability that makes my motherfucking eye twitch. Fact of the matter is, Ho was lying. She already goddamn snitching, calling the popo, and the goddamn shit won't going on. So the bitch already goddamn in the wrong. You know you hanging around and fucking with street niggas. That's the last thing you do when you fucking a street niggas. Call the police. Hello? The hell? That's like me going to a crackhead and with crack in my hand. The bitch gonna relapse. So at the end of the day, whatever happens to this young lady, she gonna deserve it tenfold because her goddamn emotionally unstable ass wanted to call the popo because she was mad about some dick and it led to an Atlanta legend's death. Long live Street.
She called the police because her boyfriend was at the house.
Yeah, something like that.
It was his birthday, allegedly. It was his birthday.
See, that's where y'all be fucking up at. They trying to switch y'all head up. Y'all over here looking at the girl, but really all they just trying to do is make y'all blame this girl. The police killed that man. Why we not blaming the police for they stupid ass not investigating the situation? If y'all could find out that quick that nothing was going on and he was not abusing her and nothing was going on, why the fuck they shooting and killing a random black man just because he's hopping the fence?
Because a dumb bitch made a fake call. How about that? Hello, we live in America, and black men are under attack. And we all know that when police pull up with black men around, we are already losing that goddamn battle. And that's the whole reason she made the call, because she knew the motherfuckers was gonna goddamn blitz that bitch. And that's the fucked up shit. It's not our motherfucking guys, it's our own people, our own women, the women that we love that be goddamn leading to our demise.
I feel like
they trying to change the.
I feel like from my outside perspective, I feel like they didn't know the police when they came, whatever. I feel like they didn't know it was young Scooter. I feel like they did something they might maybe have done before, and they handled it however they choose to handle it. And then in the midst of that, they found out this is not just somebody we can say whatever about. There's a lot of people that care. There's a lot of money and resources behind him. And I think that kind of came to a head. Me personally, I feel like they didn't know it was young Scooter off the rip or after the incident, and after I think they realized who he was a little bit later.
Let me put it in context for you, Miss Summer. Let's say, right, you got beef with Kiki, right? I'm talking about beef. It's up every time, right? And Kiki like to shoot. Now imagine you being at my crib, right? Knowing that you got beef with Kiki, and I say, Kiki, why don't you come over here and get a piece of barbecue chicken?
Waitress.
Do you see how that's fucked up? And then Kiki, in turn, see you and shoot your ass. Do you see how I can be held accountable for getting your ass popped, knowing that you and Kiki ain't motherfucking cool? The same way street niggas ain't cool with cops.
You know, both should be held accountable because, bitch, why you brought Kiki over here? And Kiki, why the fuck is you just over here shooting people? Like, both should be held accountable.
Well, you fucked a man. You shouldn't have did it. That ugly money. Go ahead, Key.
I'm not going to lie. I'm actually not going to be biased about the situation because just something, an example, I'm not going to be too specific. One phone call made over a dozen people get shot. And with that being said, those people do have to be held accountable for those type of actions, because at the end of the day, you know that something could get, it don't matter if you don't know what the consequence is or how far it's gonna be taken, you gotta know something bad is gonna happen from it. And within this instant, something terrible and tragic happened. So yeah, she should be held accountable. I'm not God, so I can't put no judge to what a person should get at the end of the day. But yeah, she should
You know what? And I'm gonna take it a step further. Let me do mine, and this is how I feel. We all were able to listen to that 911 phone call. I also feel like whoever that dispatcher was, they should be held accountable. If all of us could sit down here and listen to this crazy ass phone call and be like, bruh, this sound like some bullshit. We'll put it up so you can listen to it. The general perception from that phone call was that shit sounded like bullshit. I feel like the person that sent the police around there, they should be held to it. They shouldn't be taking no more goddamn dispatch calls because that shit, no, I'm just being real. Like, you're trained, you're supposed to understand the difference between, it sounded like bullshit to everybody out here. So how did not the trained professional look and feel like that's bullshit?
No, so right, let's not take the blame from the police as well. Yes, she should be held accountable.
But check it out. It has not been confirmed that the police shot him. Facts. It has been reported that the death has been ruled as an accident, and it was said that he suffered an injury while trying to jump a fence. That's what the official report is. We can all speculate, but we all know one thing. Had that bitch never made that call, them popos would have never been there, and niggas wouldn't have had to jump a fence.
Based off of emotion, if she really did that because it was the boyfriend's birthday, that's sad.
Yep. Don't drop the soap, bitch. Stay away from cucumbers. Heard them hoes do some work with that shit in the jail. All right, let's move forward. Just let us know what the next topic is brought to us by.
Next topic is brought to us by BU Clothing. Make sure you tap in with BU Clothing. They have clothing for the kids, for the ladies, for the guys, the summer short sets, the whole setup. Make sure you go to shopbu.com. You can go to shopbu.com to get all of the latest summer gear, winter hoodies, however you want to come. Make sure you tap with my guy Shawty. I got you. Don't worry about it. Shopbu.com. BU Clothing, an official sponsor of Trigger Alert. You dig?
All right, Biz is a super chat in the super chat.
Want to super chat with him real quick? Let's see what we got going right here. Super chat, which one? Whose name is it?
Jug.
The Red Goblin. The Red Goblin $5 super chat says R.I.P. the Jug King. Salute the Red Goblin. You always tap in. We appreciate the love and support, my brother. Was that the last one? I think that was the last one, right?
Yeah.
Why do famous one else go for? Okay, we talked about that one already. That is the last one. Go ahead, next topic, my brother.
You got one, or you want me to go?
No, I want you to go.
I bet you do. All right, ladies, let's talk about money.
We got some ladies today. Let's hear this.
All right. So
Hey, at least y'all know it's
1 million more houses than men, or single women own 1 million more houses than single men. So women are doing extremely well. The fact that each of you all have businesses and are able to provide for yourselves, does it make it harder for you to be fully submissive to your man? And we're going to start with Miss Kiki.
Dang, why you want to start with me?
Because your ass was quiet last time. Thank you.
The answer to that is no. If a man is a man, then a woman will submit.
But will you submit?
Yeah, if you're a man, then you will submit. I'll submit.
Well, if I'm not a man, why is you with me?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just answering the question.
So I'm basically saying that once you've agreed to be with the man, you're going to submit, even no matter what
I mean, there is a such thing as a dating phase. So I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't. You don't always know a person who they are when you first meet them.
Right. That's why you date them.
Yeah. So you evaluate your guy, whatever. If you feel like he ain't what it is, then move on. But
what if he makes less money than you?
Once again, if you're a man, then my feminine will submit to yours. Like, it really doesn't matter if you make less money than me.
Okay. So I work at Target. I make $40,000 a year. You're doing your own independent business, making 6 figures. You would be able to submit to me, the man that works at Target, while you make the 6 figures, is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is...
It's a whole lot of cap drop. To come with the real, so I had to break it down. Ladies, there's nothing wrong with not going for what you don't want to go for. And you could just say that shit with your chest. There's no need for you to sit down and cap and be like, yeah, I would, and yeah, I would. If you know deep down that you're not going for that bullshit, say that shit with your chest, and we will respect you, ma'am. Respectfully. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with saying how you feel. You ain't fucking with it. You ain't got to cap.
All right.
Can I go?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question.
Go ahead.
You meet a guy, Summer. He's an amazing guy. He's sweet. He's kind. He's, you know what I'm saying. But he makes less money than you right now. Currently, that you're making right now, he makes substantially less. Is it going to be hard for you to submit to him fully if he make more money than him?
Well, to start with, being my man, you got to be making a certain type of money, no matter how much money I'm making.
Well, how much money do I need to make, babe?
Okay.
So, tip for my man. This is idealistically, not who I'm dating right now, just in the future, my dream.
Okay.
I want to date somebody who at least making, I'll say like, $100,000 a year.
So you want a man that makes $100,000, but the guy that you're dating right now isn't making $100,000.
I'm single.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is ideal. So it don't matter how much money I'm making, but as long as you're making enough to still pay them bills, because I still want to spend your money. I still don't want to spend my money. So if you still paying them bills and you still dropping, something off for me,
right.
Yes, I'll submit, because I don't want to spend my own money. As long as you're making enough to handle business, I will submit. It don't have to be more to me. Just make enough to handle them bills.
Why is it that you feel like sometimes you shouldn't spend your own money? Why do you feel that way?
I'm a princess.
Drop a bomb. These women gonna tell you they princesses, queens, all this other shit, because they want to keep their motherfucking money. Fellas, don't fall for this shit. I'm a queen. I'm a princess. As a grown adult, you need to have money and spend that shit. So fellas, if she love you, she gonna spend her motherfucking money and you will never have to ask. Respectfully though, fam. Respectfully though.
And I trick back.
Okay, trick back on me, though.
Nah, but that's just general. That's just period. I trick back. If you spend it on me, I'm gonna spend it on you.
We don't care about them damn Team Jordans. Got me ugly ass shoes talking about you trick back. I got a goddamn girl out the apartment. Put her goddamn kids in private school. Got a goddamn 5 goddamn bedroom motherfucking 5,000 square foot house. And she talking about some goddamn Team Jordans that she picked up from the Africans. Yeah, that's a woman's goddamn idealistic or goddamn tricking back. We don't want that fucking Nike Tech goddamn outfit every fucking birthday. I got 12 Nike Tech outfits. Be original. Buy me some real estate. Invest in my business. Buy me a goddamn new camera or something that I can run it up with. Y'all keep coming with these goddamn whack ass Jordans and these Nike Tech suits, and we tired of that shit.
Really quickly.
Go ahead, babe.
Okay, so to answer your question, me personally, and this is just how I operate, I'm not speaking on any other's behalf. Of course, I would like for a man to have money, but if it starts off with the man don't got more money than me and I'm making more money, me being submissive is putting on a way for both of us to be making the same amount. So at the end of the day, how the story starts is not how it's going to end. So me personally, I don't have no problem dating somebody that doesn't make as much as me, but it's never going to end like that because how the boss I am, we going to run it up together. And that's just my answer.
Biz.
You got a button?
I can see the future.
Okay, go ahead.
I see your bills being paid in the future. I see rich niggas in your DMs trying to fly you out. I see you punching passports in your future with that mentality, man. I pray your bills get paid.
It's not like I ain't never had a nigga that made more money than me. That's every girl's ideal dream.
But I want to put this over your life, man. I pray that your bills stay paid for the rest of your life and it never comes out your bank account. I like that building shit. Goodness gracious. I'm not a woman that want a nigga already making $100,000.
Let me answer the question a little bit more correctly and a little bit more specific. I would love for a man to come into the relationship making more money than me because, of course, who don't want to be pampered? Who don't want to be treated like a queen? But at the end of the day, that's not how love is determined. Not on my end. But of course, if you want to date me, you want to talk to me, yeah, you gonna have to show me you want to talk to me. But if we go on along the line and I realize, okay, funds ain't funds, maybe we
okay, so when you say I need to show you that I want to talk to you, what do you mean by this?
I've never approached a man first. So if you want to come over here, you want my number, you want to take me on a date, you want me to come out of my house, you want me to give you my time,
okay,
you got to show me that you want that. And that doesn't all mean it has to be financially. Sometimes it can mean
it could be something small. So wait, hold on,
but
Key.
It need to be wait a minute. Got to be financially.
Okay, Key.
Come free in life.
Okay, so I want to wait a minute. Listen, wait a minute. I'm feeling you. I want to take you on a picnic date, and I want to get some public subs. Okay. I want to get a blanket. Yeah. I want to sit it out, and it's only going to cost me $60, but that's how I'm coming. Would you feel like, how do you feel? Do you feel like I'm really stepping, or did I lowball you up? Because I really fuck with you, though.
You didn't lowball me at all. I love this day. You gave us enough time to talk, so now as we're talking, we're going to go ahead and talk about how the next day need to cost at least $200.
That ugly money.
Talk it out.
Wait, hold on.
I'm leaving it to you. I thought you was going to go right there, Nick. I thought you was going to do that. I was just
at the end of the day, you come to a woman and you got your perspective. So at the end of the day, if you feel like she a low ball and that's what you're going to do every single time, then there's no way in hell you think you talking to the right bitch. Because it never gave that. When you approached me, you knew 60 wasn't enough. But I'm gonna let you slide these 3 days. But number 4,
3 days.
Run it up.
3 days. Drop a bomb. I'm fucking tripping. Ain't no fucking time on love. If we locked in and we trying to build and you want 3 dates, same shit, you putting time on me. It's no time on this shit. We gonna sit down and build. Whether you like it or not, sometimes we're not gonna do Roof Chris. Sometimes we're not gonna do STK. I don't fucking know you to know if you deserve Roof Chris and STK. So we gonna start small and work out fucking way tall. And I need that respect Respectfully though.
Okay, well, you need to treat me.
But I really fuck with you.
So your daddy got the audacity to be coming up to your mama.
What you say about my daddy?
This is what I said.
Okay, I'm going ahead. My bad.
To be coming up to your mama and continuing to lowball her, even though he want a family, he want kids, he want this, he want all that. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is, it's fine to go ahead and lowball in the beginning. It's all fine.
Why are you saying lowball? I'm trying to get to know you. I'm not lowballing you. I asked you if you felt like I was.
Me because if you felt like I was much of any value, you will go ahead and you will plan this day thoroughly. I
planned it. I pre-ordered the subs. I did everything. I brought me a soda. I had a blanket, a little basket and shit. And I planned this shit.
And we kissed a little bit. But next time, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more thoughtful because I want to put on a nice dress. I want to be very pretty. I want to sit at a dinner table and I want to feel like a queen because that's what we all should feel. That's the one that you want your.
And I don't want to feel like a trick. If the fact of the matter is that this is a motherfucking goddamn filet mignon, it's gonna mean you gonna like me, I'll pass. If the fact that goddamn it we gotta have $200 pork chops for you to motherfucker be interested in me, I'll pass. If the fact of the matter is that you can't goddamn go to corral with me after goddamn church, I'll pass. If you are goddamn measuring my potential, my character, my demeanor on the fact of how much I spend on some goddamn food, I'll pass. I thought I was the big back nigga in this goddamn show, but I assume not.
That ugly money.
Like I'm 23 years old. I got way too much life in me right now to be just settling for what I don't want in life. Like you said, we are all, we're obligated to want what we want from life. And if that ain't what you want, the same way if a nigga feel like, oh, well, if she don't fuck on the first night, that ain't the bitch I want. I got to see the pussy before I marry you. At the end of the day, nigga, if you don't give me what I want in the beginning of the relationship, then you ain't worth to stand with me. And that's just what it is. And if damn, money scare you that bad, nigga, you ain't happy.
I'll settle for Waffle House. I'll settle for Golden Corral, Applebee's, and any place that we can have a great and amazing conversation. Because it's not about how much money I spend, because a fuck nigga can have money, baby. He got all the wrong intentions. A fuck nigga can goddamn take your ass out and spend a whole bunch of money on your ass and you end up in a fucking dick. But the fact of the matter is that I got good character, but I only got 2 for $25 money. The fact that I'm a good man, but I only got motherfucking Wendy's 4 for $4 money. The fact that I want to build with you and goddamn grow with you, but I only got enough to go get us a goddamn 10-piece from Wingstop should not dictate if I'm a good man or not. Because I know plenty of fuck niggas that go to SDK on the regular.
That ugly money.
That sound good.
Stocks and you go run it up. Right now, you shouldn't be dating nobody if you only got $10 for a 4 for 4. You need to go focus on you and you need to go run up a bag right now because dating is not in your motherfucking category.
You can't afford to date.
Broke people been fucking forever. Drop a bomb. People did not come from no people last name Walt Disney or Walgreens. Broke people been fucking way before you've been talking. So people that say to me, people are only fucking that's supposed to have money, that's not realistic. Because my mama didn't come from goddamn money and she was fucking. Your mama ain't named Walgreens last name and she was fucking. So broke people been fucking. I hate to hear that shit. Respectfully.
We have way too much opportunity to make money in this day and age. And all I'm saying is, like I already explained, money is not it's not necessary. You don't always have to have it. But at the end of the day, I'm speaking on my perspective and how I want to be treated at the end of the day, because this is not all just one-sided. It's going to be reciprocated at the end of the day. I'm going to always be thoughtful. When I make my because I got a 9 to 5. So when it's time to make my 9 to 5 and I'm collecting all my checks and I feel like, damn, I want to spend it on my man, at the end of the day, I'm not thinking, okay, let me go get my baby the Nike Tech. I want to get my nigga the Dior shirt. I want to think very thoughtful. So you got to think very thoughtful with me. Sometimes thoughtful is expensive.
And I ain't your mama.
Dior, I cannot fit. I'll just play.
Do that wrong. That ain't your fault. You didn't do that. You good. You ain't do that.
I can't fit Dior. Damn it. The polo coming 4X though. Shit.
You gotta listen. Y'all be scared of Miami. That's all I gotta say.
Nah, y'all, I'm from Palm Beach. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm from the crib, baby. I'm very familiar with your energy and your vibe. Respectfully, though, know what I'm saying? So I'm loving it, though. Y'all doing a great job. I love this. Y'all doing a great job.
I ain't your mama. I ain't my mama. We not finna keep on creating this same broke ass cycle, bitch. It's gonna start over with me. So I'm gonna get me a man who gonna be able to take care of me and my kids. I don't wanna date no nigga who only got $10 for McDonald's, cause how the fuck you gonna feed?
And I damn sure don't wanna date a woman that can't take care of her own shit. Let's break the goddamn cycle. How about you get your motherfucking money right? How about you improve your credit? How about you get some equity in your name? How about you get some trade lines? Why you worried about my goddamn money? You talking about I need a man to take care of my shit. That's your goddamn baby. You lay down and fuck fam. Not me. How about you handle your business and you goddamn stop your generational curses? Because I've been to stop mine. Because last time I checked, it was not my job to goddamn pull a woman out of poverty unless she was my wife. And if I gotta take her to SDK for her to goddamn consider me a husband, I'll be at Applebee's with a humble bitch and we gon' buy it.
It seemed like you the female in a relationship and you want the nigga.
Yeah,
so
the princess.
it's giving. He want the princess. He the princess in the relationship. He want him a man, y'all.
Hold on, I'm gonna
He want somebody to handle them bills for him.
Okay. So, Miss Summer, I like what you said. I like what you said right there, right? Because most of the time, most women.
My bad, master.
Let me talk this print on Summer. Most of the time, when women don't have a comeback, they call men names. So, I'm a princess. Instead of spending $650 on a steak that you're not gonna eat, excuse me, ma'am. I'm talking to Summer, ma'am. Instead of that, why don't I invest in? Why don't I invest in Google Ads for your business so you can get more clientele? Instead of I'm gonna cook a little bit. Okay. Instead of buying you a $30,000 Birkin bag, how about we go get some box trucks or maybe some investment properties and that'll pay you for the rest of your life. So just because I don't want to go do goddamn extravagantly shit doesn't mean that I'm cheap or a princess. I'm thinking for the future and I want to make investments and not goddamn stupid decisions because that would mean that we're doing the same generational curses that our mamas and daddies did. Instead of goddamn paying goddamn $300 for a goddamn chicken sandwich, I'd rather invest in business so we can ball forever. Thank you. Princess out.
I think you starting to get it because when I think
you starting to get it, man.
Because when I said go out for me, I ain't never said go and spend no money on no date or nothing like that, nigga. No, yeah. Go invest in Google Ad and pay for pictures to come get their hair done by Slay every season. Yes, that's the type of tricking I want. Come invest in my business. I ain't never said go buy me no Birkin bag.
Well, unfortunately, your friend used all my money at SDK, so I can't afford your Google Ad.
Not only that I use the money and I enjoy myself at TK, after that, I let you know, yeah, my music videos, they cost $1,500. And my studio sessions, they also cost about like $300 a session. So at the end of the day.
You ate your budget at the end of the day. Yeah, because I was willing to put the bag up on it, but you wanted to eat it. I was willing to invest in your career and go 50-50 with Kiki and them, but you wanted to go to Dubai. You wanted to ball before it was time for us to ball, man. We could have took that money that we had and invested in and flipped some shit, but you wanted to ball out and goddamn go eat. Ooh.
Day, bro, like I said, it's gonna be another nigga that's gonna feed me, invest in me, and do all of the above. At the end of the day, if you want to sit here and pick and choose what you want to do, then nigga, I don't need to be with you.
I have no problem with investing in you. You know what I like to do?
Never take your bitch on a good date.
No, for sure.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
No, we're talking about the fact of the matter is that you think that the only reason I can be a good man is I got to take you on an expensive date, and that's false.
It's not about being an expensive date. Like I
said, let me break it down. Let me break it down for you. Let's just say, because my baby mamas might be listening. Check me out. Y'all know you triggered. It's okay. I'm gonna say it calm. She's triggered.
We do need tricks. Call us.
I don't give a fuck.
So
I want a trick.
Let's say for instance, I'm a rich nigga. Let's just say for instance, okay, this is my baby mamas might be watching. Let's say I make
a rich nigga?
No, that my baby mamas watch. Let's say for instance I make over $1 million a year, right? Okay. But I'm not a flashy nigga. I don't like to splurge. I like to make smart investments that give us residual income. So when we wake up in the morning, we're making money. And you're saying to me, because I didn't want to take you to Ruth Chris or Fogo the Child, that I am lowballing you. In essence, how about instead of going to Ruth Chris and Fogo the Child, every fucking year we buy a real estate property? Or instead of going to motherfucking goddamn SDK, we go invest in a juice bar. Or something that we can pass down to the kids. Because it's a lot of times, and correct me if I'm wrong, generational curses are black people that spend money on shit that they don't need when they should have invested into something that was going to set them up for life. So if we're going to stop these generational curses, don't you think that we need to draw back on some of the shit that subtracts from our pocket and put more money into things that are going to put more money in our pockets? Can you answer that question for me, Queen? Because I think your friends is agreeing with me right now.
No.
No, I think you're putting words in our mouth and you feel the negative.
No, this is what I'm saying. You all this investment crap shit you talking about, that don't come up until a relationship is established.
True.
Act like you coming in first day like, let me tell you something. Let me get you a wig business and let me talk your life up. No, we talking about in the beginning stage, butterfly season. Nigga, you want a bitch to feel good. How about you impress me? And I'm not necessarily you the one to say STK, nigga.
Right.
We could go somewhere nice.
On a picnic?
Necessarily. We ain't go. The picnic ain't finna happen every time. We ain't gonna keep going on picnics, nigga.
Gentlemen.
And I don't want to go to Waffle House.
She wanna. Y'all gotta feed her, okay? On that note, we gonna move forward. Y'all, Kenya want to be fed.
Do I want to be fed? Not only do I want to be fed, who's to say that I don't like I don't start liking the vibe that to the point where nothing. Oh, well, how about you get ready? You know, I got something planned for us. It's all about perspective. At the end of the day, if you really feeling the person, it's not necessarily like, nigga, make sure the money right and da-da-da. I would love for your money to be right, and I would love for you to think thoughtful enough that you know that I deserve some nice shit. But at the end of the day, that shit might get reciprocated.
So this nice shit that you're talking about, I'm just making sure, just for the people at home. By the time I take you to Fogo and whatever the nice place, am I getting some pussy?
Wow, y'all heard that?
I'm asking.
This is wow.
He said
I didn't ask. He's asked you. He asked you. And he just wanted to know after y'all go to.
Hold on, let her talk.
First of all,
am I getting some pussy though? You want me to spend $400 on a date? Should I be optimistic about having a beautiful nightcap?
You should be very optimistic.
I'm asking Kenya. Thank you.
No, I don't think you should.
I think that you need to go to Waffle House. And see, Exhibit A. Women want to run niggas' pockets dead, and they don't want to reciprocate. So you want to order a goddamn Don Julio margarita double shot, but you don't want to goddamn double shot this dick at the end of the night. Bullshit. See, a lot of these women go on dates with y'all niggas because they got drinking problems. A lot of these women go on dates with y'all niggas because they ain't got no food in the refrigerator and they trying to feed them kids because they ain't got no beans and weenies and they cut off their food stamps. So a lot of these times when you go out with these bitches and they take the doggy bag, they taking it back to the kids because they ain't got no food at the house. Do not be the date bait nigga. At the end of the day, if she wants you to step for her, I need you to step for me.
Using the word perspective for a reason. Okay. It's all about the vibe. Nigga, you might have got the pussy off the picnic date. Nigga, it's all about how...
Nigga, you good. You can get the steak. You can get the steak.
No, what I'm saying is, and any nigga that's feeling...
Order everything you want.
Any nigga that feeling obligated to get any pussy off of what he did.
And any bitch that feel obligated for me to take her out, any bitch that feel, I can do the same shit you do. I'm good at this shit. This is why this show's so fucking popular, because I'm good.
How many kids you got?
Who, boy?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, because that's all that you pin, and the pussy come in, and now you don't know what to do.
How many kids?
Hey, back to the optimistic shit.
Go
I
ahead.
want you to be so optimistic you about to get this pussy that you spend all your money on it thinking you about to get the pussy. I take all your money, and you get something on about your way for thinking.
I'm motherfucking trigger. Drop a bomb. Fellas, make sure when she's giving you the pussy, she's giving you the pussy because she's fucking with your program. Don't fall victim to using the pussy, putting it on the market to finesse you out your money and your goddamn pockets. Don't fall victim, my fellas. And I mean this very respectfully now, though. Make sure she really want to give you some pussy, fam.
We gotta
Don't
move.
fall victim.
We gotta move forward for money. We gotta move forward.
Don't fall victim.
We got one more. Hold on. We gotta move forward for money. We got some super chats. Great topic, ladies. I knew that was gonna be a good one. Biz, let's read the super chat. And ladies, I want you guys to start thinking of a question to ask us.
Okay.
Since we've had topics for you guys.
Okay, so ladies, get a question together. We've been asking y'all questions all night. If you want a question to ask me or Nietzsche, or you just want questions from answer from a man's perspective, get the question ready. We about to go to that. All right, the first super chat I see is Don Miles, $2 super chat. He says, I don't remember Adam paying any of Eve's bills. Okay, I have Eve. He said that. Don Miles came back again. Women, please stop normalizing the bare minimum. Okay? That ugly money. He's in the super chat doing his shit. Okay, Joseph Darby, $5 super chat says, ladies, y'all want these men with all the money, but are you willing to share, to be shared? Because I never met a real that trick on females and not monogamous. I think he's basically saying if he got all the money, he got more than one bitch.
For sure. I most definitely
are you ready for that? If he has all the money, he's gonna have multiple of you.
Oh yeah,
respectfully. And I think that was the last.
No, we got plenty more. Jay the Great, $2 super chat. Get him Nietzsche and Biz respectfully. James Son, $5 super chat. It's a whole lot of cap. Drop a bomb should be on the next trigger alert board.
I see Dre the Dream, $10 super chat. He say cook Nietzsche right now. Cook, my brother.
Highway 20 Skinny, $2 super chat. He said after the third date, you going to cook and clean? That's a good question. All right, ladies. So we have. Okay, we done with money, at least unless y'all ask a question. So this is my favorite part of the episode. This is the part of the episode where you guys get to ask me and Biz, or men in general, a question about whatever. And so I think that Key has something to say, and so we're going to allow her to get the floor. If not, I got another question.
Okay, let me think. I gotta think real hard.
Okay, y'all think. Go ahead. Yeah, the peaceful one. Let the peaceful one speak. Go ahead, Miss Sweet.
Yeah, if you got a question.
Go ahead, Miss Sweet. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sweet. Go ahead.
So somebody in the chat was talking about how if the man is the top earner, how he's not expected to be monogamous or faithful. That circles back to the conversation men always want to ask, can a woman submit if he's the provider? Why do we have to submit? We're already being faithful and monogamous, but y'all get to go out and be dogs. Y'all really don't even be having enough dick for one woman. And y'all think because y'all got a little extra money in your pockets, you can sling your dick? I don't understand that.
So you have demeaned the man. Hold on. You've body shamed the man and demeaned him, but you're mad that he used the goddamn body part that you just body shamed him with. But if he ain't got enough dick, why the hell you so tender about it? You shouldn't be so mad that he get his dick away. If his dick wasn't that good, if he ain't have enough dick for the next bitch, obviously it did, because your ass crashing out about that dick. Women love to goddamn body shame niggas when we don't do what the fuck they say. Women love to talk shit and call niggas names when we don't do what they say. Well, my mama live in Virginia. It was not here in Georgia, so goddamn it, I don't have to listen. The fact of the matter is, I'm not gonna go to the Bentley dealership and buy a Nissan if I can afford a Bentley. So the fact of the matter is, if I can afford to take out Summer to Roof Chris and Key too, then why the fuck shouldn't I do it if they're cool with it? A man with more can afford more. And the only thing that you're going to be able to rebuttal that with is emotion. Go.
It sounds like a man that can afford more is a whore.
Emotion. Thank you. You can't make this shit up. Not logic, not facts, just emotions and name calling. When you don't do what women say, they revert back to kindergarten. You're ugly. Go ahead,
and you don't even listen, because I didn't say not enough dick. I said not enough dick for more than one woman. Like,
yeah, you body shamed him and then got tender, but the fact that he used the body shame
comprehension is at an all-time low. Comprehension is at an all-time low.
The fact that you said he don't got enough dick, but then you're mad because he got enough dick to go over here and you crashing out, and that makes no sense. Thank you. I appreciate that question, though. Who else got a question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to jump into the game room because I think that I am an emotional person, and I just want to know how men are so emotionally intelligent on hiding the fact of situations. Like, yes, we got some couple crash outs. We got a couple men that's going to show wear their heart on their sleeve. But, for example, as women, we tend to do first, think later, just based off our emotions. When a man he can understand, like, I'm about to just go play the game. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck about this shit. Like, I ain't finna deal with this shit right now, today, in this moment. It's not gonna bother me. How do y'all master that so well?
I got you. The fact of the matter is that when a man, every time that a man acts emotionally and doesn't think, there's dire consequences. See, you get mad and crash out, his ass just gone motherfucking goddamn, pick your ass up later on from your sister house after you finish what you're doing. But the fact of the matter is, if I become emotional and I crash out, someone's either dying or going to jail. So there are dire consequences for a man that cannot control his emotion. Over 80% of men that are locked up right now were locked up because they made a split-second emotional decision that cost them years. So the actual outcome of it is so bad for us and so terrible for us that we have to think twice. Because if I was to lose my cool and go in this nigga's shit, he could press charges on me and lock me up. If I was to lose my cool and reciprocate the type of energy that this woman is giving me, I'm going to be labeled a wife beater and they locking my black ass up under the jail. So that's where men get it from, because of the fact that the outcome and the end game and the end result is so terrible that we have to think twice. Like, you know what? I'm going to go play the game, because if I stay over here, I'm going to end up popping your ass, and I don't feel like staying the life in jail.
That ugly money.
Make sense? See, when you ask untriggering questions, I don't get triggered.
That ugly money.
Miss Kiki, what you think?
That ugly money.
Yes, I got a question.
Go ahead.
My question is, why do guys act like they got such a big problem with, I guess, women playing hard to get or setting standards or whatever, knowing that they don't take the girl who won't set the standard serious?
No, it's not that we have a problem with women setting standards. They setting standards for shit they don't do for their fucking self. If you set these high-ass standards and you go to Chick-fil-A every fucking day for your lunch break, I offer to take you to lunch and now you want this motherfucking $200 lunch. That's the shit that we be talking about. It's not that you set standards, but at least live to the standards that you set. Don't set these high-ass standards on my fucking bill and my fucking accord.
Right.
If you's a motherfucking Chick-fil-A young lady, be a Chick-fil-A young lady. Don't wait till I want to take you to lunch to do so. It's not that we hating on standards. We feel played when you don't hold yourself to the same standards that you approach us with.
And I'm going to piggyback off you, Biz. So
what
Kiki,
about the girl who ain't a Chick-fil-A girl?
So check this out.
Now, how do you know?
Hold on, Kiki. See them chicken wings over there? See, she wanted a chicken wing and some margaritas. Now imagine if I decided to take that beautiful young lady out and we going to the same spot and they got lobster tail and filet mignon, they got everything over there. And because I'm paying for it, now all of a sudden the same woman that ordered a goddamn 10-piece and a goddamn house margarita, well, now all of a sudden done upgrade to a fried lobster tail and a motherfucking 8-ounce filet mignon steak with a Don Julio double shot margarita and a double hookah. That's what we talking about.
That ugly money.
Be who you are. Don't have me taking you to a place. Don't have me going places and doing things that you don't do for your fucking self. Because when we get to the restaurant, Kiki, and you get to order this shit and you talking about I want the filet mignon, I already know your black ass don't even need deserve to be in this bitch anyway. So country ass. That's what we talking about.
Okay, but that ain't what we talking about.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
We already done established everybody up on this panel right now is a boss.
Okay. For sure.
So while we talking about people who
Bosses
ain't
eat
got
chicken
nothing to
wings
do
too, right?
It don't matter. We ain't talking about them. We talking about the girl who can hold their own.
Right,
that's who up here. We ain't talking about the girl that need that's only eating chicken nuggets and then waiting on you for the lobster.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. Now, what you ask? Okay. So what is the question again?
My question is, what about the girl who can hold their own? When men come across women of stature who can hold their own and have a certain standard and have a certain expectation in the beginning.
Right.
Why y'all act like y'all have such a problem with that?
So I'm going to expound on it. It was the whole chicken analogy. The fact that you have a standard of chicken for yourself, but a standard of lobster for me, it bothers us.
No, what about the girl whose standard is, whose everyday is lobster? What if you meeting a bitch who actually eat lobster every day? So what about that?
And what if it's not every day? What if sometimes I eat chicken and sometimes I eat lobster? And this time that I'm out with you, I want lobster. I ate chicken last week.
We love that. We love that you could do your big one. If you doing your big one on a regular basis, we gonna come and fuck with that program. This how she normally live. She know the menu. This her favorite spot. When she go in here, the waiter know her and the fucking, okay, we fucking with this shit. We talking about the ones that not living like that.
Why you talking about them?
We not mad about the women that have a certain standard.
We talking about us.
We love ambition.
We not them.
Hold on.
We don't need to talk about them.
We love ambition. We love business owners. We love women that are doing their shit and have passion about what they creating. We're not knocking that ever, and that will make us step harder because we see you actually living like that. Now we can feel good about, oh, this her favorite shit. Let's pop out to this shit. This what it is.
So that contradicts everything that we was basically talking about, because at the end of the day, we're going to always speak from our perspective. And like I said, everybody, like she said, everybody here is a boss. So we're going to be expecting high standards for ourselves.
You're not getting that on the first day. Drop a bomb. You
getting them chicken wings.
I don't give a bomb. Until I get to know you, we will not be going to none of this STK shit. We will be doing picnics. We will be doing Outback. And then until I feel like she's standing on business, then we're going to go ahead and step the way we supposed to step. Other than that, we ain't on that shit off the rip.
We on chicken wings from Status Lounge. Come on now. The same chicken wings that you just ordered. Come on now. That's what we doing. I'm going to cover the bill. What's the problem?
Let's do it.
That's what you wanted. You wanted some chicken wings.
Let's do it.
Now all of a sudden, why does your goddamn taste change? It's weird to me. You didn't want it. You wanted a house margarita when you paid for it. You wanted Don Julio when it was on me. Weird.
We'll see you later. We're gonna be on our first date with our nigga who paid for the good shit.
Okay, thank you.
And we're gonna wrap that shit up. And next question.
And you're going to end up cheating on him with a real nigga. Because he a simp. Because he do whatever he say. And you're like, girl, he really a pushover. He let me do whatever. I don't like him. And that's what y'all end up doing. You're going to end up going to see JoJo to tell your ass to shut the fuck up. And you're going to bend your ass up like a pretzel. Because we all know y'all niggas going to get that nigga that pussy. So after you go out on the date with that nigga that going to do whatever you say, you're going to go fuck the nigga that you like for the chicken wings and ranch sauce.
ugly money.
Am I lying?
You're lying.
Okay, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Okay. So y'all have never went out on a date with a man and then turn around and go call another man afterwards?
Did some chicken wings.
Okay. We had Summer. Did you have a question? You said you had a question.
Yeah,
for
I
us.
got a
Let's hear the
question. So for y'all, like, ideally, somebody who you see or somebody who you end up marrying, say for instance your wife, paint a picture of how you got her, how you treat her, what you doing in the house, what's your role, what's her role, like, how you want your shit to go when you marry with your bitch and your kids.
Go
Not
ahead,
your bitch, your wife and your kids. You know, paint how you will approach her if you know this finna be the moment you finna marry. What you gonna do for her? What you taking care of?
We finna
Let me know.
upgrade this shit. She's gonna live better than she ever lived her whole fucking life. She's gonna have a bigger house. She's gonna have a bigger car. Her credit score is gonna grow. She's gonna go and do things that she never did before prior to meeting me. A real woman, we have no problem with standing on business and make sure that her dreams, we materialize them and make this shit do what it's supposed to do. It's these foot draggers we ain't fucking with, but the realest ones ever, we gonna take her life and upgrade her life. Everything that she do with us will be the first time. She never did it with the last. This crib is the biggest one she lived in. This car is the newest model she drives, and that's how goddamn wifey go respectfully.
Can I and why? Why?
Cause she wifey. That's
she
my
wifey,
whole wife.
You love her.
Of course.
Okay. So that's
I don't
why
love these bitches I meet in Status Lounge.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about your future. I don't give a fuck about what you drive. I don't give a fuck about where you live. And that's the problem. You want us to give a fuck about shit that a random woman we're not going to give a fuck about until we know you are that one. All that other shit, who are you? What's your name? And you got to relax respectfully.
Exactly. And
Come
I
on,
love
man.
that. And that's why I just want to circle back. And that's why y'all say what I'm looking for when I'm dating. When I'm looking for somebody who I'm dating, I'm looking for my husband. So you doing that because you this your wife. You love her. That's wifey. And that reason why I value a nigga doing this stuff for me, because I know he doing it because he loved me. You know, he want to boss my life up. So if you not doing it, it's going to show me, hey, you don't really care too much about me. A nigga that love me and want to be with me, he wants me to have first times with him. He wants to do me to do shit I ain't never did. So if I'm dating a nigga who not doing it, I know you ain't feeling me like that.
Let me piggyback on that. If you aren't showing these certain type of traits that a wife or some partner that I'm trying to lock in and be, if you're not showing these traits, you won't unlock these type of things from a man. You're gonna have to show. You're gonna have. Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't cut nobody off. You're gonna have to show a certain level of wife material, however you want to label that, for a man to step a certain type of way. But just meeting a young lady in the VIP section that was fine with a dress on, don't nobody give a fuck about where she live and what she got going on. Fuck that shit.
That ugly money.
Yeah. Me personally, I feel like I'm very unapproachable, and this is just what I hear.
Are you single right now?
I am single.
You continue. You said a lot. Go ahead. Continue.
I feel like I'm very unapproachable, meaning that I don't just go for bullshit when it comes to it. So I feel like if I put my pride aside and I feel like, okay, this is something that I want to take forward and I'm gonna continue with it, because let's just be honest, I done dealt with broke niggas and I done dealt with rich niggas. It's and from these experiences, I know what I don't want for future references. So how I handle myself is I put myself to a very high standard, and if I even allow myself to talk to you, because niggas come with bullshit off the rip. Let's just be real honest. Niggas, all niggas wanna fuck. You see a bad bitch, you ain't looking at her.
All women want money. All of y'all want money. That's the thing. You saying all niggas wanna fuck. But all of the women that we're coming across,
let her cook.
they want some fucking money. So once you treat a dating situation transactional, that's the type of energy that gets reciprocated.
Transactional. It's about the simple fact that, and this is me speaking from my perspective. Like I said, I'm very unapproachable. So meaning, I like to know that a nigga really want to talk to me. So I engage in the chase. I allow it to happen. And with that being said, if you chasing me and you really trying to pursue me, you're gonna show me the finer things in life. And that doesn't necessarily, like I said, it's cool with the picnic day. We had enough to talk about. We getting to know each other. Yeah. Things are happening. But at the end of the day, if you feel like at no point that there's gonna come to something fine in life and that I just don't deserve any type of thing because you ate Waffle House yesterday and you should be able to eat Waffle House today, then but that's what y'all putting in that perspective.
Question. The rich, you said you dated rich niggas or you dated broke niggas. Do you ever recall a time where a rich nigga chased you for a long period of time?
It's not that they didn't chase me for a long period of time.
Can you answer the question?
I can't name why.
Can you answer the question? Does a rich nigga chase longer or does a broke nigga chase longer?
A rich nigga? What do you mean? A broke nigga gonna chase longer because...
Okay, so check me out. So and you've already made.
Both chase long.
Let me break it down.
I don't want to confuse.
So you've already made this. You've already made the decision that you don't want to go to brokey over here. So you want the top 10, 15% of men. You want a higher value man. Those men, they don't have to chase. Hold on. Those men don't have to chase. Why? Because there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of those.
Okay, look.
Let me finish, baby. I'm not even triggered. Lord, I gotta be the mic.
I'm from Miami. Rich niggas everywhere.
So hold on. The rich niggas don't have to chase as much as the Goodyear guy. So you're saying that I don't want Goodyear. I want goddamn an entrepreneur, but I want him to chase. But there's a lot of women that is already chasing him because he comes with medical, dental, a goddamn place to stay, and all bills, expenses paid. So you may want to recalibrate your thought process and hold on, and make sure that if that broke nigga is gonna deal with me, he better have a work ethic like a motherfucker. So nigga, you better work for that pussy. But that man that's already up, I don't think that he's gonna chase as long as Goodyear man.
No, that is not necessarily true. I've denied a rich nigga a rich date.
You say you have a fuck with him. I'm just saying he's not gonna go as hard.
Guess what? And they still gonna come back until they're able to get that opportunity. It's not necessarily meaning who gonna chase longer or what. It's how I feel. It's however I long.
But you did say that broke niggas chase longer than rich niggas, right?
I'm just saying because it's come on now.
Right.
It's
Okay,
a broke
thank
nigga.
Thank you. No, ugly bitches fuck harder than pretty hoes.
As a rich nigga, you gonna value the bitch you had to chase more because now you gonna know that bitch ain't. You have to chase because she don't care about your money. She don't care about your money. She clearly don't give a fuck about your money.
Well, not to be an English major, but I don't chase shit because if I gotta chase it, it means it's running from me. So I'm not gonna do that regardless. But I will show interest. If I like what I see and I like what I hear, I'm gonna show interest, genuine interest. Now, when I show this interest, if she ain't fucking with it or she ain't reciprocating the kind of interest that I'm doing, I'm moving on to the next one.
I got a question for you, right? Your business, right?
Right.
Your podcast and stuff like that, what you got going on.
Yeah, this little podcast.
You will say, well, what you got going on? Let me ask you, what's your baby? Like, what's your business? What's your baby?
I'm an assistant manager at Walmart.
That ugly money.
What's your baby? Something you invested in, something you put your love in, something you put your time into.
Getting to Walmart.
Okay, so Walmart. That's something you would die about, right?
I'm a 9 to 5 guy. I wouldn't die. No, I would die about things that I love. I would die about my children.
Well, let me ask you then.
Okay, yeah, ask it.
Do you have something that you worked hard for, that you love, maybe your career? I would say for Key Kenya, her rap career. That's something you invested in and took your time and put some work into, right?
Okay.
You care about that, right?
Correct.
If something happened to that, you gonna be, that's something you put your interest into and you put your time and devotion into. It's the same with relationships with a female. If you had to work hard for that female, go out your way for that female because your money wasn't enough, you're going to value that more because you had to put more work in for it and stuff like that. Like you gonna value what you had to work for.
I'm gonna let her cook. I like what she said, but I ain't gonna cap. There's been times that I waited a long time for some pussy. That shit was trash. I ain't called a bitch back. And a lot of times, y'all hoes that ain't got some, y'all got trash pussy. That's why you want to make a nigga wait a long time. Because you know that's some bullshit. So you want to draw me in, so now I love your ass. I'm like, goddamn, I love this goddamn little bitch with the goddamn little tank pussy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that shit won't hit no nothing goddamn in the first place. But if you know you got that snapper and I got that bag, don't throw that shit on me so I can get to paying bills. Shit.
Because that's how you attract them rich niggas that cheat on you every week. Like y'all said, the niggas with money, they gonna
But that's what you want. You want a rich nigga, right? That's what come with it.
I got you. You were saying that we would value something that we work harder for more. No, we won't. We're going to value something that was there before this shit was popping. That's what we're going to value, not the woman that we have to chase
you
more.
You still put in work when that bitch was there. That's still work you put in. If she was there with you from the beginning, that's work you put in.
I didn't cut you off. What I'm saying is that we don't value it more on the chase. We value more of the loyalty and knowing that you really fuck with us. That makes more than the chase and all that other shit. So if you were here before I was even having motion and I just was figuring it out, and then later on I started to figure out me and you gonna have joint accounts. Your name gonna be on this car. Right. Your name gonna be on this fucking deed to this house because you were there before this shit actually materialized and became all that. We gotta chase you because we don't value that. We value the one that we know was that's fucking with us before we had this motherfucking shit.
And I'm gonna tell you, you can clip this one right here. You can clip this one. Gentlemen, this is some game right here, about to get. The way you treat me before you give me the pussy is how I'm gonna treat you after you give it to me. Hold on. If you give me a hard time getting it, I'm gonna give you a hard time after. If you make me wait 2 or 3 months to get it, I'm gonna make you wait 2 or 3 months to be my bitch. The same way because women gotta understand this. There's only one time. Hold on, ma'am. There's only one time in a man's life. You can't learn nothing if you're talking, Queen. There's only one time in a man's life where he has control over a relationship. That's the day you give him some pussy and the day he marries you. Between that time period is the only time I got control, because leading up to sleeping with you is all on you. After we get married and I sign that contract, it's all on you for the rest of their life. So women control access to sex. We control access to relationships. If the way you treat me when you was goddamn holding on to that cat with the access to sex is exactly how I'm gonna treat your ass when the access to relationship. Now you treat me player and you treat me with respect and you treat me gentleman, you know what I'm saying, right? I'm gonna treat you the same way. But if you trying to milk me, if you trying to abuse my pockets, if you trying to goddamn take all I can for you, bitch, I'm gonna put your black ass through the ringer. You gonna goddamn have to pray for Jesus before you be my bitch. Cause I'm gonna remember all them times that you wanted to order the ribeye steak. That's all the time. I'm gonna order that bitch some steak. Watch how you treat that man, cause once he hit, now the goddamn power switches to his position. Go ahead, Mr.
When I said chase, I'm just gonna speak on just being from Miami.
You being from where?
Being from Miami.
Okay, I'm from Palm Beach. Talk to me.
Okay, so look, at the end of the day, in Miami, it's so many bad bitches. Okay, I'm just another bad bitch. All right.
That's a fact.
And with it being that, and there's so many rich ass niggas. rich.
That's a fact. Niggas get money.
Niggas get money and bitches is bad. So at the end of the day, in my way of standing out, because at being a bad bitch in their mind and how they operate, they just feel like, all right, I'm a bad bitch, so I deserve the world. So with my chase, it's like I need to show you that I stand out. I'm not just one of these other bad bitches out here. This shit ain't just easy over here. You can't just come and pick it up and take it to the stove and that's how we gonna go. So of course.
And before I make you my woman, I gotta stand out. So you can't make you think it's easy over here to be my bitch. So I'm gonna make you have to you can't just go over there and go to the store. And as long as that's okay, we cool. Okay. As long as you okay with accepting the type of treatment that you gave, I ain't tripping. If you want to give me hell to get you, I'm gonna give you hell for you to be my bitch. And that's all I'm saying. We gotta be fair on the board.
Some niggas don't feel like that. Just being from where I'm from, it's a nigga that'll feel like, well, you know what? Damn, you feel me? She ain't even really going just because a nigga got money. You feel me? So when it comes
drop a bomb, you talking about a simp and a goddamn paymaster. Talking about a trick. You talking about a nigga never had a bad bitch. He's so happy to have a bad bitch, he'll spend all the money he gotta spend because he can't have these type of women without this type of money. We not talking about that. We talking about niggas that's trying to lock in and build with a woman and have a future and build generational wealth. But these trick ass niggas, they a dime a dozen and you right, they out there. But if you keep going for that, you'll always keep going. Respectfully.
A woman will never marry a trick. Come on. You don't see your goddamn future. You don't want to marry a trick because then you're going to have kids and they're going to be tricks too. And you want your kids to be tricks? You want a tricking ass son? He over the motherfucking kindergarten giving all his goddamn french fries away to the next bitch? No, you don't. Women use tricks and they go to fuck real niggas. We fuck them niggas bitches that act like that. We had them hoes right after they got back from Roof Chris. We have them at the motherfucking Airbnb going crazy.
That ugly money.
I always look at things like, Kenya gonna be a star. I am a star. I'm already a star. It's not even one thing. So I always look at it from I never ever needed a nigga in life because the things that I'm gonna accomplish in life.
You don't need a man?
Oh. I don't need a man. I don't need a man in the upcoming that I'm getting right now. I'll get my husband when I'm officially established in life and I'm up 100 mil.
So you're saying that right now in your life you don't need a man?
No, I don't need a man. I'm very independent. You can ask anybody.
Don't look at me like that. You know that makeup on your face? It looks amazing. You know who made it? A man. You know that car you drove here? You know who created it? A man. You know that drink that she drinking over there, your homegirl? You know who fucking created that goddamn alcoholic beverage? A man. Everything that we're looking at in this world was created by a man. So the fact that you think, you know who the record industry is ran by? Men. So if you're gonna get a record deal, you know who most likely is gonna goddamn be that person? A man. So everything. No, listen. I'm talking about major companies. Hold on. So at the end of the day, you gotta understand one thing, man. You would be walking. You know who created the microphone? A man. With no microphone and no record without a man. Independent dad.
You have to look all these things
Let's break it down. Kenny, let me break it down. We need each other, Queen. God made Adam and Eve. He ain't made Eve and evil. And we got to stop this narrative in the black community. The fact of the matter is that we don't think you don't think I need you. Queen, if you my queen, every time, hold on, ma'am. You just said, hold on, ma'am. You said you didn't need a man. What I'm basically saying
I didn't say that.
Hold on, baby. You don't think
I need a man.
That a woman is not needed in my life? Of course she is. And I don't understand why women get on their little high horse and think that they don't need a man. Because of the fact that that means that you only saw that man as a check or only saw that man as an opportunity. Baby, my wallet is the least of things I can bring to your life. Kenny, if I like you today, your life will change. Respectfully, I'm being real. If I liked you today, your life would change. If I say, God damn, I like her, your life would change. Your lifestyle would change. The people that you're around would change. Your situation would change. Day one. So I just think but at the same time, ma'am, my life would change. The things that you bring to my life, the stability that you bring to my life, the goddamn enlightenment and inspiration that you bring to my life would change. All I'm saying, Miss Ma'am, is we need to support and we need to respect what each other brings, because without one or the other, shit is at a goddamn dismay.
When I go in the studio, I rap the lyrics that I wrote. Okay, you hear me? I don't need a man in there rubbing my back saying you got this, baby.
For sure.
I'm like I said, why would I need a man? You see this village of women right here?
For sure, they're amazing. They're amazing.
Amazing. That's all I need right now is my mother. I mean, of course, you know, I love my dad. I need my dad. But as far as in relationship right now, I'm 23 years old. I do not need a man.
So how you gonna be born without your daddy?
You taking it. You just.
I'm taking it like you said it. I'm taking it exactly like you said it. You said you ain't need a man. You wouldn't exist, ma'am. We need each other. Baby, let's keep it all the way 100, nigga. I'm a self-made black millionaire, okay? I don't work at Walmart. I could buy that bitch. I need a woman just like everybody else. I can't fucking fold clothes for shit. Every time I cook, the shit don't taste right. Anytime I try to clean my big-ass house, it don't be clean for real. So it ain't no way in the world that I'm going to sit here with all this money or followers or whatever and say that I don't need what you bring, Queen. Yes, that's why I be yelling on this goddamn show, because I want y'all women to get right so I can marry one of y'all crazy ass.
That ugly money.
So we talked about in what I'm doing in my upcoming.
Talking about career?
I said, and not even only in career, just in life right now. Me and my experiences with men, and this is just from me. Like I told you earlier, I'm a very emotional person right now. And in my life right now, as I'm trying to get to the bag and get to where I want to be in life, I do not need any distractions.
Let's switch it up. Instead of saying you don't need a man, let's just say you're not ready to be in a relationship. Can we do that?
What do I need a man for?
We're gonna move forward. It's okay. The clip gonna come out.
What do I need a man for right now? Tell me.
I just explained it all.
No, we're not gonna talk about who created a fucking microphone.
Well,
we're not gonna talk about who made this stage
Right.
and who runs record label.
Right.
What do I, Rakenya Martin, yes, the government name.
You don't got kids, right?
I don't have no kids.
Amen.
So what do I need a man
Do you
for
ever
right
plan
now?
on having kids?
Yes, I plan
You
on
need a
having kids.
fucking man. Bingo! What I need a man for? Get pregnant. Can you do it? Try hard. Try really hard. Think about it. Put them legs all the way up. Get pregnant. Have a baby. Raise it to be a strong black man. Can you do that? No, you can't, ma'am. Right.
And I'm up 100 million.
Right.
Doing what I'm supposed to.
Right.
Mic not on.
Oh, go ahead. Got you. Go ahead.
When I'm up 100 million in life, and that's when I want to start dating.
You're not ready for a relationship. That's cool.
That ugly money.
But just saying that you don't need a man, baby, in this music, especially in your industry, you're going to run across a whole bunch of men. You're going to run across a whole bunch. The DJ probably a nigga. The club owners that booking you probably niggas. I mean, there's niggas and women all through this motherfucker. You're going to need a man, baby.
Essentially, we're talking about a relationship. As far as
And I said, I agree with you on the fact that you don't want a relationship
don't
right
need a
now.
man for
But saying you don't need a man right now, that's like just basically putting your Thanos hand down and getting rid of all the niggas. Yeah, the shit wouldn't look too good.
You being too general, we were talking on a specific topic, basically stating that as of right now, okay, yeah, I'm gonna use your words. I don't need a relationship.
There you go. I'm with you. Okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward. We good. We agree. Let's shake on it. Amen. Goddamn right. We got time for one more question. We've been talking 5 minutes about not needing a nigga. We got time for one more question.
Hey, that one triggered you a little bit.
When it comes to dating, it really is just really this. You just have to have like a level of discernment. Like when it comes to men and women, when you dating a female, if you're going out with a girl, you can tell that she's only using you for money or she only cares about what you have in your pocket. That's when you use your discernment to say, hey, I'm only going to use her for sex and I'm going to dip up out of here. And as me, as a person, I'm not dating to look for no trick or nothing like that. I am dating, and it is like standards that you have to meet, but I am still dating with genuine intentions. I'm still dating for love. I'm still trying to fall in love with you, not your money, but there's still standards. And that's why you have to use a level of discernment to determine like who's good for you, who not. And at the end of the day, you the only one gonna take the blame for when shit don't work out, when your money dry and that bitch done left you.
Right.
You the one who gonna be crying with no money at home. She gonna have the money.
Well, it wasn't a question, it was a great statement. And I just like to say for the record, I'm not a millionaire. I was just capping. That ugly money. I work at Walmart. Oh, chill, bro, chill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Trigger Alert. We're gonna go around the room one more time and give everybody a chance and opportunity to reintroduce themselves. Please promote yourself. Let these folks know where they can find you at. We're gonna start with the lovely Key Kenya. That ugly money.
Key Kenya. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Everything says Key Kenya. And yeah, I am currently rocking with DPE, the biggest label in Atlanta right now.
The biggest.
And yeah, that's it. We lit.
You won't spit no bars though. You won't give me about
a cool rapper.
I always keep a 12 bar.
What we got?
Let me hear a song. Hold on.
Hey, let me hear it.
Hold on.
Like that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, right now. Just get it.
I'm scared. Spit that shit.
Spit that shit.
Okay. Y'all ready?
I'm feeling it already.
Okay. Bitches mad because they broken. It's the type that can't be fixed. Bitches giving all this pussy and it still ain't make them rich. Bitches see that I'm a shark. Now bitches want to be a fish. And if he ever had a choice, some bitches know he gon' put all cash, no credit on the diamonds. It's the quality. So you get some money, beg a nigga, not the boss. You know how I do it. Bring Chanel with your apology. Tell them that I love them. I was lying, pathological. Shit on bitches for free and getting money. It's a sport. I leave everything to me while bitches begging for support. Ain't 28 degrees like we was chilling in the U. Make a nigga go believe that I'm his bitch.
Okay. That's how you supposed to do that.
Ain't no cap in my rap.
Okay, now, CEO, your artist just stepped the big way. Go ahead and talk about it. Tell us how to follow you. Tell us how to get in contact with your label, your whole rundown. Talk to the people.
How I get signed, bro. I'm trying to get signed.
It's the big CEO. Once again, y'all. Y'all can follow me at BizzJustChill, DPE the label. Y'all trying to get signed, put that motherfucking work in. Y'all already know what time it is. But we rocking with the star right now, so y'all can feel like if y'all could get on her level, fuck with me. Tap in the inbox, the DM, DPE_THE label.
Yeah. I'm her assistant, so come through me to come to her. I'm going to get my 20%, bitch ass nigga. Biz, tell about the guideline, about.
It's your boy BizzJustChill, co-host of Trigger Alert, co-host. I know you ain't say that. Host of the biggest stream ever. You can follow me on all platforms at BizzJustChill. BIZZ just chill. No underscores, no spaces. Salute to everybody out there in that chat. We appreciate y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all. You did.
Go on, Miss Summer.
Y'all already know what the fuck going on. Big Summer, the Gemini, aka Slay every season. Again, I'm a hairstylist and a makeup artist, so y'all come book y'all appointments with me. Bitch, get in with me.
Summer rain.
Yes, follow me on Instagram. Summer the Gemini, Slay every season. 2 accounts.
Yeah. She was so peaceful. You know, you say everything femininely, right? Even when you saying some crazy ass shit, you say it so femininely, and it really automatically de-triggers, man. You got an art to you, man.
No, not an art to her.
That's an art. She said, I didn't agree with nothing she said on the show the whole time.
Presentation.
But the way she said it was great. So feminine, I was like, damn, I can't even get mad. Go ahead, Miss Sweet. Hey, Miss Sweet.
Tell me on Instagram how to follow you and what you have going on, ma'am.
So just co-signing everything they said. Tap in with DP, the label. You want to come work with a woman-owned record label. You can follow me on IG at sour_amaretto.
You really are sweet, Miss Sweet. Okay.
Oh wait, no. She gotta. You go ahead.
So you ain't gonna talk on the show, but you gonna promote yourself. I ain't mad at you. Go ahead.
That's crazy.
She just pulled up for the promo.
Real Miami Dade shit going on right now.
Okay,
but go ahead.
I just want to say this podcast was so amazing.
Thank you.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Candy Treats Miami for the best candy fruit in Miami.
That's out the hook.
Yes,
I'm glad she gave a compliment because I was definitely gonna cut her off and push the button on her
and do some shit. She's smart.
But she
from Dade.
She de-triggered me. See how that feminine shit worked? That feminine shit. Okay. All right, y'all gonna have to forgive me now because I got a lot of shit to talk about before I get out of here. All right, this episode is being brought to you by Goliath Phallus Elixir. Go to GoliathXXL.com to get yours today. The #1 male enhancement product product on the country. Go from teddy bear to grizzly bear. Also, this Sunday it's going down my birthday bash right here at Status Lounge. Yeah, DM the goddamn get your sections and all that good shit. I don't know the exact number. Just DM me or goddamn comment up under here. We'll get it going. We're going crazy in this bitch this Sunday. I pray we got enough room. Also, tomorrow it's going down at ATL Live at KOD. Sign up at atlconcert.com. The Ugly Money Music Summit is April 26th. Also at King on Diamonds. Uglymoney.online is how to get on that show. And make sure you check me out on the all-new Kodak Black release film, Glow Street. Now on Tubi, just dropped yesterday. I'm catching bodies in there, so I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all share that shit. I pay Randy. Okay.
Ain't give me no role in that. I don't like that, but we gonna talk about that off camera. I was supposed to be in there when you was screaming on them niggas and niggas was getting shot. I was supposed to be in there like in the background, like with a hat on or something, but it's all good. We gonna talk about that later.
You was in Florida.
Just chill. I actually was. Hey, but listen, congratulations to you.
Thank you, bro.
I did see you on that red carpet doing your big one. You put your time in to get your script game together and actually did your big one. You committed to doing it and you did it. So salute to you, sir. Get in there, brother.
Facts out. Yeah, remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Trigger in my live studio. Let's make some noise! It's that ugly money.
That ugly money. The biggest. Say they big.
She gonna be independent of them goddamn party on the release.
Saying they lit, but we much litter.
Out here, y'all get these BBLs and y'all do all this, and y'all don't even have a car. You just
Shoot trigger.
You always jumping up, China.
But we much bigger. The same they lit, but we much litter. Yeah, but you trigger.
Got 5 people on her OnlyFans talking about you with goddamn 90,000.